Hi guys, this is Katja with Creative Image Studio. I sometimes like to, just go treasure hunting in my own stash, because the longer you wait, the more you forget. I don't remember each and every single paper collection that I own anymore. So that means that my own stash is kind of like a little craft store all of my own. So on that note, I did some treasure hunting and I opened a drawer, one of my many drawers with a stash, papercraft stash, and I found this cute little Dutch themed paper collection. It is called Oud Hollands, which means Old Dutch. This little paper collection harkens back to the days of old. This is traditionally Dutch in its theming. So I was thinking, I have this 6x6 paper pack. I have some punch outs. I also have these are some papers. I apparently also bought some ribbon in a Dutch theme, because these are the colors of our flag. It's red, white and blue. So these are our national colors. I found, I don't know what these are, some decorations. I'm not sure what to do with those. And I found also in my stash an embossing folder with a Dutch theme. So I was thinking, what can I do with such a Dutch themed paper collection? What can I do with it? So I started off by creating 3 cards, and those are the cards that I'm going to show you in this video. So let's do a different camera angle and get some close-ups. So here we go, first card. It's very simple. I picked an image here that I liked a lot. A typical Dutch landscape with the skies. The original is a bit larger, of course, because this card is not 6x6 So in fact, the skies went on a little bit, but I had to trim it. And the only thing I did was take one of the punch outs, inked around the edges, stamped a sentiment, and then lifted it with some dimensional tape. And the rest I left as is. Of course, I inked around the edges. On the inside, this is some embossing that I did onto the card itself. So this is not an insert or something. So that is, if you want to know how to create such a card, you have to start with the embossing before you glue this down, of course. Now this may seem logical if I put it like this, but I'm just saying, if you are starting the project and everything is laid out, your papers, your cardstock, and you're wondering, now what? Start with the embossing and then do the rest. And then here I did a little booklet. So there's a swing tab with a brad, stamped a sentiment, and this is double-sided paper. So here I can write my message. This is our flag, by the way. And of course I had to trim that as well, because these stripes are equally wide, all 3 of them, but I had to cut it short here. Well, it is what it is. And now I have a nice little place to write a message here. And then here is our flag again, lots of flags. And of course here are the wooden shoes and even a little tulip. Very, very, very Dutch. And I thought it would be nice to take this map of the Netherlands, and I had to cut that short as well. I had to trim it, so our country is in fact a little bit larger than this, but it's still small in comparison to some other countries like the United States or even Britain. But it does go on here a little bit and here a little bit. So just so you know, so this is the first one. Second one is almost the same. So again, a sentiment stamped, dimensional tape, same image, very nice. Inside a bit different. This is embossed, but this is an insert. So I matted it, took a white piece of paper and matted it onto the inside of the card, which is easier to do if your card is white, because everyone has some white paper, right? And this one was more difficult. This is a pearlescent cream colored card. I thought it nicer to emboss this one. And here it was easier to just do it separately. Again, with the wooden shoes and the tulips, here I did a little writing spot with some glitter glue, some stickles, and then here again the map of the Netherlands. So these 2 are a bit alike. And the third one is more elaborate. This is a Dutch sentiment, hoera, which means hooray. I used a ribbon. I forgot to use the ribbon here, and I finished the cards and I thought, oh, I forgot the ribbon. So I started with the ribbon here. Very cute. I added some stickles to the tulips here. The stickles are mine. So use a tulip paper here. And this is more of an interactive card, so it flips open like this. Now this looks a bit boring, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to print a picture. I still have to print it. So this will go to my old auntie. She turns 88 soon, and I will add a picture maybe of her and my mom and me and put that here. So it will open up with a nice little picture. And then here are some bicycles, old ones, new ones, because the Netherlands, if you didn't know, is really, truly a bicycle country. Everyone rides a bike here. And then you open it up like this, and here the flag again. So here I will write a message. The embossing is on the inside again, and then on the back are the wooden shoes. So these are the cards, one somewhat more elaborate, and then two very easy but still lovely ones. And we're back. So these were the 3 cards. I hope you found them inspirational, maybe some ideas for you as well to do some national themed cards if you want to or not. I think an important tip is if you want to make nice cards, you don't have to be very elaborate or very intricate or very complex. These are very simple and easy to make cards. You can be quite quick about it. I didn't even fold my own cardstock. I simply bought a set of a blank card and a matching envelope. This was a set, and the only thing I did was decorate, so that is easy as well. It still looks lovely, and I think that is because of the details. If you make sure to work neatly and have at least some attention to detail, then your cards will still look very nice. Details like, are your cuts straight? Do you use some inking around the edges? Very important if you want your cards to look neat. Small details like some glitter glue. I used a die cutting machine, but you can also make a square if you only have a paper trimmer. But still, the glitter glue will add some interest. It lifts it to another level, your card. This is also a very simple idea, but look how nice it looks. I simply put a white piece of paper through the embossing machine with a nice embossing folder. If you don't have that, also no problem at all, use a different piece of design paper, another piece here. But this is a nice little detail if you are able to do it. Some dimensional tape, also always a nice little detail. I mean this to be encouraging for you infrequent crafters. Anyway, so let me know if you found some inspiration, if you like this type of video. Let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye bye.